what's going on, everybody? Movie Phantom here, and throwing their 20 at you. So here we go. First we got The Chaperone. We have not watched this yet. Yeah, I mean, it's got Triple H in it, but that is not going to guarantee a good movie. We've actually had this for getting close to a fucking year, and I've yet to watch it. I just have no desire to check it out. It does have a little girl from or she ain't the little girl, she's the middle girl from Modern Family. But, we got 4 Rooms. I've actually seen this before. Sorry, not 4 Rooms. Sorry, 4 Brothers. It'd be better if it was 4 Rooms. No, I've seen this before. We have not watched the DVD yet, so it's still kind of sitting on the new release shelf too. But yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's typical actionish, some comedy. I was on a big Mark Wahlberg kick right after The Departed. Like after The Departed hit, I was like, oh my god, this guy's awesome. So I went back and started watching all of his older movies. And one thing I realized about Mark Wahlberg is he's very hit or miss. Like some of his stuff, awesome. And some of them are just, usually he turns in a pretty good performance each time. And that's how this one is. I mean, I like the storyline. I like, it's just overall just kind of comes off a little flat. So bitch. We got Glee. This is the season 1, section 1, season 1, volume 1, and this is the road to the sectionals. This is basically just the first half of season 1. It's fucking horrible. Bless you. What the hell was that? She sneezes so weird. It's adorable though.
Wow.
Glee. This is one of the worst shows of all time.
I like it.
This is why we fucking have this. Yeah, I mean, I love all the music in it by the original artist, but when these fucking kids come on out and fag it all up, it's horrible. It's atrocious. And I'm not homophobic. I hope the people who've been watching this know right now I'm not homophobic. In fact, I'm going to try to drop faggy a couple more times during this little mini rant. And if any homosexuals are, offended, I will blow you after we film. So, to prove I'm not a homophobe. So, no, seriously, this is one of the gayest fucking pieces of shit shows out there. I don't know. I just can't get into it.
You know what the gay show is? Always Sunny.
Yeah. She fucking loves the show. I mean, she gets knuckles deep on this all the time. No, it's retarded. It's literally just ridiculous. There's no likable characters. Everybody's just whining, crying, bitching about their lives. Like, all the nerdy kids are, like, good looking as hell. Really? I don't know. I keep waiting for the episode where there's a school shooting. That's one of my best episodes. That's one of my favorite episodes, when there's a school shooting, they just wipe them all out. Well, they're going to wipe all of them out but one, because one's already dead. Alright, anyways, we got The Haunted Mansion. Another just very unfunny fucking movie. Like, it's just, and she likes it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. And I like Eddie Murphy. Like, I do like Eddie Murphy. He did good work. I have not seen a good Eddie Murphy movie since Dr. Dolittle. I did enjoy Dr. Dolittle. Less for him and more for his talking animals, because as you guys know, I have a soft spot for talking animal movies. I don't know. It wasn't funny. I'm glad it bombed. We got Iron Man and Iron Man 2. These are alright. They're good, I guess. I'm not gonna lie, it's Robert Downey Jr. If Robert Downey Jr. was not in these, I probably wouldn't pick them up. I just, for what they are, they're good. I'm not a big superhero fan anyways, excluding Batman. I'm a huge fucking Batman fan. But, yeah, especially Marvel. I'm just not a big Marvel fan. Really. I don't know. I just don't really care. But Iron Man ain't bad. I mean, he's one of the more believable-esque type guys. Like I don't know. I can buy a billionaire building a flying suit before I could, like, a dude getting hit with a gamma radiation ray. And instead of getting cancer, he just turns into the Hawk. I want to see a remake of the Hawk, the Ang Lee version, where he hits the gamma radiation. He's like, oh, fuck, I got cancer, and that's the end of the movie. Here's the show she loves.
I hate.
Got the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Very Sunny Christmas. Episode fucking brilliant. I think it's a 2-parter, or maybe it's an hour-long special. They may break it up in 2 parts when it's in syndication. The one thing I do hate about this DVD is the fact that is almost a scam. Like, because it comes in either... It's in between seasons like 6 and 7, I think. Now, if I'm wrong, correct me, but I'm pretty sure it's between 6 and 7. So, but instead, and then when it came out, I was thinking to myself, like, well, I'll just get it when it, like it's clearly, going to be on the other ones. And it wasn't. It's like they just did it to make some money. And there's really no special features on here that's really worth a damn. They got a couple deleted scenes, a behind the scenes making of, but it's nothing really that special. Then they do this Sunny sing along, which, yeah. So I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, if you're a purist and you love the show like I do, pick it up. Where did we get this at? Did you buy this for me? Did I buy it? I got it online, didn't I?
No.
Okay, yeah, I found it pretty cheap. So if you can find it cheap, I mean, you love the show. Other than that, I can't really recommend it to, I guess, outsiders, but I love it. And it was a good episode. It was a really good episode, but I just was disappointed that it seemed like they were clearly just trying to cash in for some money there. Got Jumanji. I enjoyed Jumanji. In fact, it still holds up. I don't know if we've actually already done it or not. We got Hook, and I don't know if that was from last time. It may already be.
Yeah, I think we already.
Okay, there may be already a video for it or whatever from a year ago or whatever, but that did not hold up. Like, I was not a fan of that, and it's weird because I don't know, recently, this has been when we've been off the air, Robin Williams passed away, and don't get me wrong, I mean no disrespect, but everybody's like, oh, he's a genius and he had so many great movies, and I can't think of too many movies I liked with him in it. That's just me speaking honestly. I was just not a big fan, and as a kid, I was, I guess, a bigger fan because I don't know, you see a couple movies with him in it, and you're just like, it naturally, it's him, he's funny, so you think all the movies are great. And then just as I got older, I realized, no, he did a lot of dramas I didn't care for. Really, the only two movies I can think of off the top of my head is Mrs. Doubtfire and Jumanji.
And he played Night Museum.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not a huge Robin Williams fan. But the movie itself, I mean, it holds up, and this is really good. It's good old adventure. I'm sure you guys already know. I'm not gonna go through a description of it, but here was a surprise. I was actually kind of a fan of. This is one of the few times she got it right. A show called Kyle XY. We got the first season, and yeah, this is one that she ordered online. It's like under $1, wasn't it? Like when this one we found for like 97 cents. I paid more for the shipping to get this than I did for the actual fucking DVD, which is crazy. And it was was it brand new? Did we unwrap this or was it used?
Oh no.
Is it new? Yeah, I mean it was a crazy deal. But she wanted it, and I was like, all right, we'll get it, And I had no desire to watch it because it's fucking ABC Family, which at this point the only thing from ABC Family I care about is Pretty Little Liars, and all the other shows on there just fucking suck so much dick. It's ridiculous. So when I see this, I'm like, I'm not fucking doing this. This is horrible. Watch the first episode, and I'm not saying like it's captivating TV, like you're just like, oh my god, this is brilliant, and it's not brilliant, but it was good, and it did kind of keep me like, okay, what's going to happen next, and but apparently it only lasted 3 seasons, and it was canceled, but apparently like the first season was very highly rated, and then after that it kind of started slipping, but we tried to get the other 2 seasons, and like the other 2 seasons are actually kind of, I'm not saying expensive, but it's like when you pay 95 cents for this,
75
or whatever, I don't really want to pay 20 for the other one, so $20. So, fucking letters from Juliet to Juliet to Juliet. I should really start putting my contacts in for these. Yeah, this fucking garbage. That's all there is to it.
No, it's not. It's awesome.
I bet it is. We got The Longest Yard. Not a big Adam Sandler fan. I enjoy this movie, but I'm a big wrestling fan. So, like, you get to see Stone Cold, Goldberg, the Great Khali, Kevin Nash, he turns in a fucking awesome performance. I don't know. Other than that, I mean, the original's better, in my opinion, but it's alright. It's a time waster, if you will. Got a 2-pack here. We got Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus, and we got 30,000 Leagues Under the Sea. A couple of just really low-budget, cheesy, probably caught it on the Sci-Fi Channel movies. I have yet to watch 30,000 Leagues Under the Sea, so I don't know how that is. Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus, it's fucking cheese, and I love it. So, if you're a fan of cheesy Sci-Fi Channel creature features, I would recommend it. Other than that, I'd probably steer clear. We got Never Been Kissed. This is a movie that I watched a long time ago, and I was actually kind of surprised because I didn't really want to watch it. But I was trading DVDs with somebody, and they're like, well, here, here's something, here's this. And I was like, oh, really? well, fuck it. And I watched it, and it's actually pretty good. It was surprisingly, I mean, it's definitely a romantic comedy, but it's Drew Barrymore. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, she can. I love Drew Barrymore. I'm a big fan, and she just has a way of kind of having you fall for it, I guess you can say, or she draws you in. I can't explain it. I just love her to death. It also has David Arquette, and I'm a big... As much as his career has pretty much turned into a joke now, he was rocking it in the late 90s, early 2000s, and this is an example of, one of the movies that he's really good in it. Definitely dig the movie, so I liked it. We got The New Guy, and it's alright. I remember when it came out, I had no desire to watch it, because I was like, this is just another generic teen movie. And I'm a fan of like teen sex comedy, shit like that, and goofy teen comedies, but I don't know, this just seemed like it just had generic written all over, so I stayed away. And yeah, when you moved in, did we borrow it from my uncle first, or did we watch it first when we bought it?
We watched it first when we bought it.
Okay, so we pop it in, and I mean it's good. I stuck with it. It's not bad, but it is the typical teen, the nerdy guy who was a nerd in his old school, goes to a new school, and he has to...
I think he's...
Oh, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. When he goes to the new school, he becomes cool with his new outfit and attitude, and he fools everybody, but then, the girl falls for him, and then, of course, you discover he's a nerd. But then she's like, but you know what? I fell in love with you, not what you look like. And I'm thinking to myself, no, bitch, that's how he got you, is because of how you look like. If he would have came to that school as the nerd he was in the first school, you wouldn't have gave him a second chance. And that's in every movie like that. Like every fucking movie I've ever seen where like the teen or the guy goes through a transformation to become someone different. And then he gets himself in a crazy adventure. But then the significant other, the boy or the girl that they're going for, is always like, I liked you, not what you pretend to be. But it's like, no, you wouldn't even seen this person if it hadn't been for this law. I don't know. So I don't know. Once again, I mean, it's cool. I mean, I'm sure if I watched it when I was younger, when it first came out, I'd probably like it a lot more. But it does kind of come off as just a generic comedy. We got Night at the Museum. It's all right. I mean, I'm not a big Ben Stiller fan. Like, he's another one of those guys that it's hit or miss. Like, when he hits, it's fucking phenomenal. Like, Dodgeball or Meet the Fockers. No, not Meet Fockers, the first one. Meet the Parents, sorry. Meet Fockers was okay, but, yeah. Heavyweights. Dude, I love him in fucking Heavyweights. Like I said, when he hits, he fucking... But when he misses, it's just atrocious. And this is just somewhere in between. This is just, it's not really great, but it's not really, it's not horrible either. I hadn't seen part 2. We saw bits. At least I saw bits of it on TV. I'm not sure. Have you seen all 2 yet? Or
No.
we flipped through TV one night and it was on ABC Family. We watched it, but we did go see part 3 last year, and same thing. I was just like, got Pan's Labyrinth, just fucking classic. Everybody who's a horror fan, they already know this shit. So even though it's not a horror movie, it's definitely more fantasy. But yeah, see, she likes this, but she doesn't like this. So there you go. It's. Mentioned earlier, I'm a big Marvel fan. The one exception, I do love the Punisher. I'm a big Punisher fan. Got the first one over there. And the first one is awesome. Now this is pseudo sequel, pseudo remake. This is Punisher Warzone. I wasn't big on it. And it's crazy because, dude, it amps up the violence to like 11. Like, it's fucking gruesome and bloody, but there's no story to it. And I'm sorry, the first one, what made the first one fucking awesome was the fact that it was definitely more character-driven, more story-driven, had a lot of emotion and heart to it, and then the violence was on top of it. And it didn't, I don't care if it went violence over top or not, but the scenes that were gruesome were, awesome. And, once again, but you cared about these. And this is an example of just a movie that's just, it's high body count and blood and everything else, but, no story. And I'm sorry, the guy that got there, who was it, Ray Stevens, is that his name? Ray Stevenson, sorry. He was no Thomas Jane, so. We got Shanghai Noon, Shanghai Night 2-pack. Just goofy fun. I enjoy both movies. I like them. I can watch Jackie Chan, kick around for 20 minutes, and, there's a rope, and he's kicking off a rope, and, it's fun. I can do it. We got World War Z. This is the surprise movie of a couple years ago, or last year, or when the hell it came out, 2012, 2013?
We were...
2013, so 2 years ago. You what?
care for it.
Yeah, you wasn't a fan. I did like it. In fact, she actually wanted to. It was you that wanted to rent it. I really had no desire to. Because, you know, especially horror fans know that it was well publicized that it had a lot of problems getting off the ground, a lot of retakes, or reshoots, I should say, and it just became one of these, like, troubled movies, and we all expected to just crash and burn. The fact that it was a zombie PG-13 fucking, movie was just kind of like, there's red flag number 2. And the fact that you saw the trailer and they were making like human zombie cartoon looking towers, I was like, boom, strike 3, this movie's done. And I wasn't gonna watch it. I was like, I just have no desire to see it. Well, she gets it, we rent it, and you know what? Really enjoyed it. Wasn't the greatest thing, and it would never make any top zombie list ever. But it was enjoyable. Like, I did go into it like, oh, okay. When I walked out, I was like, thumbs up. And then we found it. I think this was Black Friday buy, wasn't it? We got it cheap. I didn't pay a whole lot for it, but yeah, we got pretty cheap. So, and finally, rounding off this 20, we got Zodiac. This movie, when it came out, I actually watched it. I used to work at the theater where I live, and we all watched it. And I remember thinking it was okay, but I just didn't put much into it. And all my friends, they really kind of dug it, and I don't know what they put in there, but they were just like huge thumbs up. They really dug it, and I was just kind of like, it's okay. Like, I love the actors in it, and I'm a big David Fincher fan, but I just didn't care one way. I just kind of backed away. So when I came across it and I picked it up, I thought it was really good. And the second time I watched it, definitely a hell of a lot better than the first time. So highly recommend it. Mark Ruffalo, Jake Gyllenhaal, don't fucking matter. But he is, I'm digging the guy now. Like, for a while there, I was just like, fuck him. Like, he sucks. But it seems like the past few movies he's done pretty good. So, Rob Downey Jr. and fucking Anthony Edwards, which hasn't been Anthony Edwards since like fucking, well, he was on ER, I guess. I can't really do the Revenge of the Nerds, but really, I haven't seen anything good since Revenge of the Nerds. So yeah, there we go. That's our 20 this time, and we'll be back tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow we'll be kickstarting. Well, we'll be on her channel. We'll be doing my trailer reviews. Well, I thought you were going to go for a third one. I really did. We'll bless you anyway, sweetie. We'll be back with her show on her channel, and then we'll be bringing something new tomorrow as well. So aside from our 20, so
Yeah, catch my show.
can't catch it. All right, we're out of here. Peace.